What if the love of your life gave you everything, peace, laughter, and roasted corn every night, but one sleek Benz and sweet lies made you forget? This is not just a story. It's a warning. A reminder. A heartbreak wrapped in temptation and roasted in Lagos fire. Before you judge Amara, watch till the end. Because in Ajegunle, even love can get lost, but can it find its way back? The love in Ajegunle. Amara was the kind of woman that could stop Okada in motion. Her skin shined like palm oil under Lagos sun, and her smile could melt Gary into soup. She lived in a small one-room self-contained with her husband, Chinedu, in Ajegunle. The room was not fine, but it was always clean. They had one fan, one mattress, and one big love. Please, if this is your first time of coming across our story video, you are welcome. Don't forget like this video, and subscribe to this channel for more amazing stories. Chinedu was a mechanic. Every morning, he wore his oil-stained overalls like it was at border and went to his workshop by Boundary Road. "Amara baby," he would shout, every evening as he returned, holding roasted corn and pure water. "I brought you corn. Straight from Mama Ibeji's fire. I even begged her to give me the one that danced inside the fire well. Amara would laugh. "You and this your corn. One day, I will turn into Agbolumo and run away from you. But you will still come back," Chinedu would wink. "Because nobody loves you like me." They didn't have much. Sometimes, there was no light for 3 days. The ceiling leaked during heavy rain. And when fuel price went up, they had to choose between buying kerosene or buying beans. But they had peace. Amara used to sit in front of their apartment, peeling ugu leaves and watching life happen. Children ran around in their pants, shouting. Neighbors quarreled over NEPA bill. Someone was always frying fish somewhere. It was noisy. It was chaotic. It was Lagos. But it was home. One day, everything changed. Amara went to buy pepper at the junction when one sleek black Benz stopped beside her. The car smelled of foreign things, perfume, dollars, temptation. The window rolled down. The man inside wore gold chain, sunglasses even though there was no sun, and his beard were carved like his barber used compass. "Hey fine girl," he said. "You look like money." Amara laughed. "I look like Gary and crayfish." "That one is even better," he said. "Gary is sweet when you add sugar." His name was Kelvin. He said he just returned from South Africa. He had tattoos, 2 phones, and a way of talking like he knew everything. Before Amara knew it, he had paid for her pepper, tomato, and even bought her fried meat from Mama Chica's joint. That evening, she didn't eat Chinedu's roasted corn. She kept smelling her fingers, where Kelvin had accidentally touched her. Soon, Kelvin was picking her up in his Benz. He would take her to places in Lekki, places with AC, clean toilets, and drinks that had names she couldn't pronounce. He gave her iPhone. Gave her wigs. Gave her 200k like it was 2k. Amara's eyes started to see what her heart couldn't carry. When Chinedu asked where she was getting all the money and new clothes, she said, "I started online business." Chinedu smiled. "Oh, my wife is now CEO of online. I'm proud of you." But his eyes were tired. He stopped joking as much. He still brought roasted corn, but sometimes he would sit alone and stare at it. Neighbors started to talk. Mom Nkechi said, "This your wife don dey change o. She no dey greet again." "No online stress," Chinedu replied. "She's working hard." But he knew. Deep down, he knew. One day, Amara came back home very late. Chinedu was waiting. "I warmed soup," he said, holding the pot. "You didn't eat since morning." "I already ate," she said, removing her wig. "I mean, my friend, he took me out." Chinedu looked at her, his eyes moist. "Amara," he said. "I might not have money, but I have love. Is that not enough?" Amara looked at him. And for a second, her heart shook. But she was tired of struggling. Of managing. Of dreaming. "I want more," she whispered. Chinedu nodded. The next morning, she left. With Kelvin, life was fast. Parties. Dollars. Instagram. New friends with long lashes and short morals. But everything sweet turns sour when you chew too long. One night, Sa stormed Kelvin's apartment. Everybody lie down, face ground. Amara was confused. She had never seen Kelvin afraid before. He was sweating, shaking. They found laptops, fake documents, and charms under his bed. Amara was arrested with him. She cried in the van. I don't know anything, I just came to eat rice. But they didn't listen. After 2 weeks, she was released. Kelvin was still inside. They said his case was deep. International fraud. She came back to Ajegunle with only nylon bag and slippers. She stood outside the compound. The children had grown bigger. The generator was still making noise. The woman frying akara didn't even look at her twice. She knocked on the door she once called home. Chinedu opened. He looked at her. She looked at him. She started. He didn't speak. He just stepped aside and allowed her in. She sat on the bed, her eyes full of tears. I chased gold and lost my diamond, she said. Chinedu didn't reply. He just brought out a wrap of roasted corn from his pocket. Still your favorite, he said. She cried into his chest. Not because of shame, but because of grace. Sometimes the devil wears designer and drives Benz. But true love wears overalls and brings roasted corn. Don't leave good love for fast lies. Because in Lagos, everything that shines is not gold. Sometimes, it's just light from someone else's generator. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to click the subscription button and ring the notification bell for more amazing stories like this.